All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. Today I'm joined by Justin for about half the time before we get rudely interrupted by life. All right, on to the show. On with the episode. All right, we're here. We're back.
We're back.
It's cold.
It is.
As you...
I was about to say, I was probably going to complain the entire time how cold it was outside.
Yeah. All right. Waking up to a little bit of Family Feud.
Nice.
Going up.
Essential part of your breakfast.
The best part about waking up is domestic violence in your cup.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's it going, Ricky?
Ask me how much sleep I got last night.
How much sleep did you get last night?
Like 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Yeah.
Jeez, man. That ain't good.
Yeah, dude. I had the longest night, man. I had combo rehearsal last night, and it's our last in-person combo rehearsal. So
Interesting.
we got that done. We got out at 10 at night.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, and I'm like, I've got a paper to write for music history. But I'm like, I've written these papers before. They're always like jokes,
Mm-hmm.
where they'll basically just like answer these questions, and we'll call that an essay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I, look at it, and it's like, oh no, like actually write a real essay this time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, full-on research paper, get 8 sources, make it, 6 pages long, the whole shebang.
Try to do the whole good student thing.
Yeah, no, I was not doing the good student thing.
You were not doing
Left it till the night before, because it's due today at 10 o'clock. So I was like, well, I guess this is my night, So I just, I just did it. And, I was doing that till about 5 in the morning. Just from when I got home at like 11 o'clock till 5 in the morning. Just
Jeez.
cranking out a paper. Have no idea how I did. I don't remember anything I wrote. I don't even remember I don't remember the first name of the person I wrote it on.
Oh, no?
Yeah, because it was, I wrote it on a French Baroque composer, but it was a female, female, and last name was like Jacques de la Guerre or something.
Interesting. I haven't heard of any women Baroque composers.
Well, yeah, because you're a sexist hillbilly, but...
Well, no. Like, they're not looking like the...
Yeah, but they're not, like, any good.
No, not that. Just, you don't hear that name as often, so... I don't know. It'd be cool to hear more.
I mean, yeah, in theory.
In theory.
It's funny. I tried to make the argument that she's one of the most important Baroque composers ever. And I don't believe that.
You don't... Oh,
I listen to her music. It's like, this is not the definitive Baroque experience.
Oh.
It's like kind of not that good, but hey, it's the essay, so I just gotta write what they tell me to write, so.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I wrote about that, but apparently she's the first French woman to ever write an opera.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so she got that, and she was in the service of King Louis XIV, which I believe is right before the 15th. Makes sense. Who was the guy who got, who destroyed his country and made everybody want, to murder him and his whole family.
Mm-hmm.
Which they did.
What's the name of the composer? I'm gonna look this up right now. Not look it up, but like save it.
It's like Jacques de la Guerre. It's like it's spelled Jacquet, and de la, DE space LA space, and Guerre is like Guerre.
Oh, yep, there we go. Elizabeth Jacques.
Yeah, that's it. Elizabeth.
Jacques Jacques?
Jacques.
Jacques?
Jacques de la Guerre. Oui, oui, baguette.
What a queen. I don't know. She looks pretty cool. Looks like she could rock and I haven't listened to any of her stuff. But
What?
I don't know. Looks like she could rock a symphony.
Rock a flock of flame.
Rock and sick.
Get closer to this mic, son.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
But yeah, so I got to write about that for 6 hours,
Nice.
and now I hate her. I hate her so much.
Yeah, it seems like with every essay like that you write, like with like what everyone writes, it's just like you get really pumped up about a topic, like yeah, like a topic I could write about or something. Like even like if you're lucky enough where you can hear the topic, and not hear the topic, or you can write about any topic you want related to it.
Yeah.
Like you're like, yeah, let's do this. Like it's gonna be so easy because I like, you know, I'll actually be interested in this topic. And then when you like start writing it, you're like, geez, I really hate this, huh? And then like it's just like the repeatedness of everything where it's just like, I don't know, you start to just hate the topic.
Yeah, but the thing about that is at least you know that you only had yourself to blame for choosing that topic. For this paper, literally, he was like, okay, here are the 13 things you can write about, and then that's it.
Oh.
And it was funny that in like class periods explaining the project, he was like, you know, I've gotten requests from the past from people saying that they wanted to do other things and all of this, but look, just don't waste your time. These are the 13 things you can write about, so I'm not going to entertain anymore. And I was just like, all right, this is one of those professors, which kind of is. Which is unfortunate because his TA is the coolest TA, like, ever.
Oh.
He's like the coolest dude, which, I don't know, he's one of those guys, it's weird. He's like the coolest guy, but like he's got such a douchey face.
Dang.
Like, you know, he looks like the most posh British person ever, just like, you know, so how you do, commoner? Coming up here with your, you know, commoner clothes, speaking to me like I am one of you, you know. It's got that just look going on. But he's like actually the coolest guy. So it's always nice. And he's like definitely possibly the hardest working TA I've ever seen. Because he's just emailing us constantly of like, you know, oh, here's the homework assignment, and oh, you know. And he's always like, I feel like just ever so slightly throwing a little bit of shade on the professor from time to time, because he'll just be like, here's some of the things that he forgot to mention in his lecture that are actually very important to your homework. That he just, you know, decided not to talk about for some reason.
That's something to let you know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, and he just like leaves it for you, which is the best. Because yeah, apparently I talked to some people in like who took his class before in like real, like, you know, in real life. And apparently it's like the hardest class ever. Because he just like, you know, he just kind of talks about the very important stuff. And then he'll just go off for like, you know, 15 minutes about some cathedral in France that nobody cares about. It's not on any homework, definitely not on the final. It's got nothing to do with anything, but he goes off about it for 15 minutes. And then it's like, oh yeah, who's like the very important French composer and his like 2 very well-known pieces that helped define the Baroque era? I don't know, man, you're gonna have to look that up on your own, because you definitely won't. What do you expect to learn stuff in my class?
Not in my class.
What do you think this is, high school, trying to learn stuff? But yeah, and also it's great to be online because, you know, and he allows it, so it's not even shady, but he just allows you to just, you know, just look it up.
Just look.
If you're on like a test or a quiz and you don't know, just look it up.
Yeah.
You know, which, yeah, totally used to my advantage. I got my whole system set up because he'll have these recordings. And basically part of his quizzes is that, you know, he'll just play you a snip, or he'll play you a recording of a piece, and you got to know, you know, what it's called, who wrote it, when it was written. The biggest thing is when it was written, to the exact year.
Oh my god.
For like, it's like something ridiculous, like 120 pieces. And you gotta know the exact year all of them were written.
That's awful.
Yeah. Except you don't, because just look it up, man.
Yeah.
Don't
you
do
know
that.
the name, you can just look up the year.
Yeah. But yeah, that's I don't even memorize the name. I'm just like, I just, and and that's another way that, well, the RTA, his name's Ben.
Ben.
I hope he doesn't mind. Just, I name drop everybody by their first names. So if you know a guy named Ben, shout out to Ben's, all you Bens out there. But yeah, before every quiz, he's just like, he drops us an email. It's like, yeah, all the listening selections are going to be between here and here. So just don't waste your time with every other thing.
That's nice.
So I'll just literally be like, oh, the listening selections are number 56 to number, 72. So I was just like, all right, 56, get that primed. And as soon as it's available to start the quiz, just like, all right, 56, no, 57, no, 58, no, 59, no, 60. All right, I think this is it. Wait, no. Okay, no, that's not it. 61, no, 62, no, 63. That's it. Just scroll down there. 63. Check it out. Double check to make sure you actually get the right one, because you don't want to be that guy. And then boom, literally just fill in information directly from the website into your quiz.
So are the snippets from that you're looking at when you take the quiz, are they also snippets as well, or are they like the full piece?
Oh, well, they're all the full piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But the full piece is only like 5 minutes, so it's not like, you're not...
I was doing like 45-minute symphonies here.
Yeah, well, plus, even if it was 45-minute symphonies, all you have to know is like the first 5 seconds.
Oh, that's true. It's Baroque.
Yeah, well, that's true for like just about, unless you're listening to like modern film music.
Yeah.
Where they all kind of have the same, a lot of them have the same vibe going on. Yeah, if you just memorize the first 5 seconds of all the pieces, you're golden.
I feel like if it's like a suite or something, that would be tough. Or if it was like, like the New World Symphony or something, there was like different movements, that would be tough. Because you have to like check the vibe check all the different movements.
All the movements. That would be a bit of a troll.
No.
It's just like, here's the recording starting from 2 minutes and 33 seconds in, except I don't tell you when it starts from, so you just got to figure that out.
Yeah.
So you just whip it out and it's just in the middle of a piece.
Oh wait, so the snippets so it's on the quiz, it's the whole piece?
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Yeah, for the quiz and on the website, it's all the full piece.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I thought it was like a snippet inside, like within like that 2-minute mark or something, or not like that 2-minute mark, but like like they just give you like a 5-second snippet in like the 5-minute symphony or something like that, and you gotta like find out what it was. It's not like a whole like the music game that you would play on like your Amazon or something, or your Alexa.
You play on your Amazons.
Yeah, kids on your Amazon.
All them kids on their Amazons and their Alexa series.
I don't know. I like the music game. That's fun.
I've never played the music game.
Oh no?
How's that go?
I feel like you'd be pretty good at it. So they play you like a piece of like a famous song or something, and it's only like the part that you don't know. Like it's like right before the chorus too. So it's not even like you don't even know what it is. And
it's the verses to Sweet Caroline.
Huh? Yeah, basically. And they're like, "What's the song?" And then you gotta like guess it, and then you gotta guess the name and the song, the name of the song and the artist that wrote it. And so you get like more points if you get both, or like you get some points if you get one or the other. But it makes for a good party game. You can try it sometime. It's a lot of fun.
Should try it, man.
Yeah.
And this sun is murdering me.
It is. Oh shoot. We could like round table. I could go to the other side. I could face the sun. I got a hat on too.
Got a hat on?
Yeah.
Do you? I don't know. Do you wanna?
Sure. I could swap sides.
You actually wanna? All right. Sick, son. Ugh. Broke some things. You can get destruction. Sweet audio.
Oh, I see what you mean now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sun is
worse than you would think, man.
Worse than I could handle it.
Worse than you could possibly imagine.
If I just like angle my hat properly, I could still see your face.
Oh, what's the matter with you, son? It's trying to reflect off the glass of my computer and back into my face.
You'll never escape.
You'll never escape. But yeah, so that's that. Anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about you,
Let's talk about me.
girl.
All right. What do you want to know? Do you want to like know about the things I'm like looking into for everything? Like, I don't know, for fun facts.
Sure, why not?
I don't know. If we're talking about the sun, I've been looking at these YouTube videos talking about the Dyson sphere, and that's basically like a contraption for like advanced civilization to harness all the energy from a star, and like that's pretty intense.
How does that work?
There's different ways of how it can work, because you don't want to like put it too close to the sun. I mean, like you're gonna like cover the entire star. So like if you have something that's like all metal, or like, well, it's not gonna be like all metal, but if it's something that like covers the entire star, it's gonna block out the sun. There's no more like energy coming to the Earth or anything. But it all kind of, think of like giant solar panels basically just covering the sun. Like we bring the solar panels to the sun, and it just harnesses all the energy. There's no like, I don't know. But there's different ways to go about that. There's that one where you completely cover it. There's ones where you put like satellites and there's so many satellites around it and you harness it. Like solar reflectors, and then you just like send the radiation somewhere else. Huh?
Lean into the mic, man.
Okay, and then like you send the radiation somewhere else, and then it captures the radiation there to generate energy, or captures the energy from that. But yeah, all that stuff, they're just saying, oh, this is something like advanced civilization. We wouldn't be doing it anytime soon, but just like thinking like, oh, that's pretty cool, actually.
Advanced civilization by ripping off Spider-Man 2.
Was that a part of Spider-Man 2?
It was literally like the central plot point of Spider-Man 2.
Oh my gosh.
Where Dr. Octopus is trying to harness the power of the sun by having this like crazy machine to like, although in his thing he like somehow created like a star, like a miniature star, and then he harnessed it like that, and yeah, and that was like the big, like one of the big quotes from the movie, just like the power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Oh, that might be fusion energy then. I forgot the specifics of fusion energy, but I think it was like a star basically, and like a contraption, and you just torture it to death, and then.
So they're actually just ripping off Spider-Man 2.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I haven't watched Spider-Man 2, so.
You haven't watched Spider-Man? Have you seen Spider-Man 1?
I think I have, yeah. I don't remember any of it. I don't remember which Spider-Man it was, too.
Well, then clearly you haven't seen Spider-Man 1. You would remember that, Sonny Jim.
I think it's the one that's not the pizza guy.
No.
It's the other guy.
What?
You know how there's the different Spider-Mans? Like, yeah, Keith or whatever.
Oh, well, then
Toby.
you definitely on the wrong. No, I'm talking about the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, no, I haven't watched the original Tobey.
Dang, son.
Oh, I think it was The Amazing Spider-Man. I think that's what I watched.
Oh, you're going into the deep cuts, Sonny Jim.
The deep cuts.
The space in between Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland.
Yes.
The whatever, Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Mr. the Catman.
The Catman.
Garfield. Dude, you ever heard of Lasagna Cat?
Isn't that Garfield?
Well, he is a lasagna cat, but no, it's a YouTube channel called Lasagna Cat.
Oh, no.
Where their whole premise is that they reenact Garfield comic strips, like, in person.
With an actual cat?
No, it's a guy dressed up as a cat.
Oh my gosh.
And there's another guy who's just like, I hope it's like a bald, like a bald cap or something, but like a balding dude to play, John Arbuckle. Mm-hmm. And they just reenact sketches. And it's like every video is like, and they always put like a music video at the end based around the comic strip. Mm-hmm. But the actual reenacting of this, because it's like only 3 panels. Every Garfield comic is like 3 panels long. Mm-hmm. So the actual reenactment is like 5 seconds long.
So it's not even that long. It's basically a music video with a weird comic strip in between.
At the beginning.
At the beginning.
Yeah, and it's always, I always found it absolutely hilarious, because you read these comic strips and you're like, I mean, it's all right, I guess, but then you see it actually enacted in person. You're like, oh, this is like the worst comic ever written. Like, actually.
Yeah.
But it's the funniest thing. And then they ended the series with like just the craziest, most, bananas postmodern artistic surrealist project ever. Where it's just like it was like three straight hours of them just of like people just calling up, stating their name and how many people they've, banged. And that's it for 3 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just literally just like, hello, John Mitchell, 3. And then
What?
Joni Gonzalez, 5. And then it's just like just people just, and then and these are all like voice messages and stuff that they just had like a line that you could call and leave a voicemail.
Wild.
And then it just ends with like a weirdly like well shot, well acted like segment where it just goes bananas. You gotta actually see it, man. It's just goes absolutely off the wall at the end.
Yeah, that sounds wild.
Lasagna Cat, man.
Lasagna Cat. Interesting.
Do recommend
You recommend.
for all of our viewers out there.
Oh, I saw one of your videos got like a whole bunch of views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last one.
Just finding lost.
In Search of Lost Media.
Search of lost media.
Yeah, lean into this mic, son. Get in.
All right.
I think I found it finally. Like it's like about 3/5
3/5
is about the space you want to really be.
Dope.
Yeah, like really lean in there, Sonny.
Really.
But yeah. Although I also get all the analytics, so I also know that everybody who watched the video stayed tuned for like 20 seconds.
Oh.
I think that was like the average view duration was like 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, thanks guys.
Thanks.
That was literally enough just to hear the opening intro song, and then you're like, nope, I'm out. It's too much for me, boss.
I can't handle it. Oh wow. This
Wow.
man's off-roading.
Oh, we're going hardcore. Hardcore parkour.
And to your right, you shall see a truck going through the park.
The park. Call this a park?
I don't know. I would consider it a park.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is a... Not to get philosophical on you, but what is a park?
What is a park?
What makes a park? Actually.
I should know this answer because we had like a whole section about like the designing a Central Park in New York, like how cool that place is.
They designed Central Park? Well, that's my childhood ruined.
That's why. But it's like no, it's like one of like, the coolest parks ever because like they took like an environmentalist and they took like or like so it was what's it called, environmental design or something, and they just like. It was great. It makes anyone who like loves the environment just makes their heart happy about like what all work he has done to make sure he includes in the park. Or like it makes you feel like you're no longer in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think it's like any escape from the city basically. Like any place like within the city that's supposed to like represent an escape from the city.
Well, I would assume just anywhere we can simulate just walking, just 3 feet without bumping into 50 people. And not see like a homeless person whacking it on the side of the road. Anywhere that can simulate those circumstances would be a healthy change for the better.
That's a very different definition of park than mine.
But even that's not true. A homeless guy could totally just whack it in the middle of it and it'd still be a park. I think. I don't know. That's a philosophical question. There's no wrong answers here.
There aren't no wrong answers. But yeah, I don't know what else I'm learning about. Well, I'm learning about a whole bunch of stuff with school, obviously. I'm paying good money to... Dang it, I better be learning stuff. I'm paying good money for this school.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. Thinking of like other things, like the whole, like, if aliens exist thing. That's pretty, like, the Fermi paradox.
What's that?
That's like... If I remember all my paradoxes correctly, there's a whole bunch of different like theories and stuff like that. But like the reason why we haven't seen any alien life yet, or the reason why if we no, that's a different thing. I would say like if we see alien life, if that's like a terrible thing. I don't know. Should I tell you I made like an aluminum hat for myself?
An aluminum hat for yourself.
Just kidding. But no, the Fermi, I think the Fermi paradox is just like how there's so much like there's like a million Earths in our galaxy in the Milky Way, like a million Earth-like planets in the Milky Way, but we haven't seen any life there yet, and like we're just like wondering why. And people say it's like a great filter or whatever, so life is pretty complicated as it is, from how we got to like single-cell organisms to multicellular organisms to like brains.
Yeah.
And so like maybe there's just a filter where it's not so like that wasn't supposed to happen. Like I don't know, like
So
people weren't, or like I don't know, just multicellular organisms were supposed to be created, and like here we go, something messed up in the whole balance of the universe, and then Earth done messed up, made multicellular organisms.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's optimistic. The universe hates us and wants us dead, and we should never have been born in the first place.
Basically, that's one of the theories. The other one was just like,
Bro, get up on this mic, Sonny Jim.
get back.
Get up on this mic.
But I forgot what the others are. It's just like wondering if aliens exist and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah?
This is not what I'm learning in school. This is on my own time.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang, man. Engineering degree sounds lit.
Yeah. No, this is from the. Oh, I can never pronounce the name right. I was just looking at like the because I'm gonna butcher this name.
While you're looking that up, lean into this mic.
Looking
Like, hardcore lean into this mic.
hardcore. Oh, fine.
Like, unless you're... Like, look at how close I am and just, you know, try to simulate.
Well, it looks like you're not that close either. It looks like it's like the same distance. I don't know.
No.
Oh well.
3/5, son. That's the empirical method.
Kurzgesagt. Oh.
Kurzgesagt?
Yeah, Kurzgesagt. This stuff. It reminds you of Crash Course.
Geoengineering.
No, not Joe. No, the name of the thing.
What's this guy? Oh, how large can bacteria get?
No, not that.
Okay, now I actually... Oh,
That name.
Oh, Kurzgesagt.
Kurzgesagt.
And yes, that is as loud as you think it would be.
That's it's just. Oh well. So.
Hope you like this beautiful nest of audio, Sonny Jim.
Do we need a?
Hey man, it's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
You can hear. People can deal with it.
Deal with it. All right. I don't know.
Yeah. And what did he do?
What did he do? Oh no, he just goes over a bunch of stuff like about like a bunch of like talking about geoengineering as one of the topics. Like that was like when he usually talks about like all like the hot topics in life and just like I don't know. Just discusses them.
Yeah.
About like why cancer is so deadly. Or like why large animals. Why can large animals, because it shows like elephants and whales and stuff like that, they don't get cancer as much as like smaller animals.
Oh.
And they're like wondering why.
Okay, well that one's actually interesting because otherwise it's like, oh, he's just like a 5-year-old.
He's just a fact.
It's like, why is cancer bad?
Well, no.
Why is the dog so big?
No. It's actually it's pretty. There's like two different theories. One of the theories is just that they have, and their genetics.
This is so good.
Their genetics. There's a whole lot more room for error and things like that than the smaller organisms.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's all the people at home.
Yes, there is a man getting dismembered behind us. Thank you for asking.
And then the other one is just that there's a thing called, what's it called? Like, super tumor. Yeah, super tumor or something like that.
A super tumor?
Yeah, where there's like a tick. You know, like ticks, how they like attach onto their host, right?
Yeah.
Well, think of like a tick that attaches onto the tick. So like it's a tick that kills the tick.
So it's like a cancer of cancer.
Yes.
So does it like kill cancer?
Yeah. Because
Oh.
it competes for resources.
Oh, well, okay. Well, that's...
Well, it's not like two different types of like cancer like working together. They're actually like working against each other. They're like, oh, I see you as a threat, and they're like, oh, I see you as a threat, and then they kill each other off, basically.
Well, yeah, but I imagine, though, if one winds up winning, the other one's just going to take over as the new cancer.
Well, they like destroyed themselves enough where they can't take over again. Like There's cases where like they would kill off the other one and then they would like keep on going where they were going kind of thing.
Yeah.
But most of the time they'd kill each other, like fight to the point where they can't expand anymore. They exhausted all their resources from where they are. And if you think of like other ways, like if you would say like Team A and Team B or whatever, like Team A is cancer, Team B is the super cancer. Yeah. Like, you know, you could have like Team A like win some battles in like part of the body, and you have Team B win in other parts of the body, and like, you know, like cancel each other out in the end. Or like, I don't know. I don't know. It was pretty cool. I'll send you the YouTube video though. It's pretty cool.
Sounds interesting. I think we had something similar in my biotechnology class.
Uh-huh.
I think we covered. Might have been probiotics, but basically it's a similar deal where you got bad bacteria in your gut, and you want to get rid of it. So you just insert other bacteria that will compete for resources.
The probiotics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what that was.
Yep.
And you just and they compete, and then you know, all goes well. The bad bacteria loses. So. That's a good thing. Apparently, it's going to be a better, or apparently, it's if it works, you know, it's a better alternative to like antibiotics, because that just messes up your whole bacterial ecosystem.
Yeah, that's why like when you say like antibiotics, you gotta like eat a bunch of yogurt or something.
Yeah.
To get back all those good bacteria.
Get those fat bacteria back. Yeah, but apparently, that can like nice. But apparently we're also going to have to lean in like a little bit further just to balance out this. But apparently, can't even remember what I was talking about. What did you just say?
About probiotics.
Probiotics as opposed to antibiotics kills that. Oh yeah, apparently take too much like antibiotics and stuff and kill all those good bacteria. You can like develop like new allergies to things, even to like foods and stuff that you didn't have before. So you could just like take your doctor prescribed antibiotics and all of a sudden you're like allergic to like milk or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But apparently that's a thing.
Nice.
So use your antibiotics responsibly, kids. This has been a PSA by.
Yes, true. Please take antibiotics seriously. Yes.
Yes. Pop pills responsibly, kids.
Pop pills. If you do it responsibly. Yeah, you were talking the entire time and I couldn't hear you over the sound of the engine.
Oh. Well, luckily I can hear myself.
Well,
so
that's good.
That's all that matters to me.
Maybe this will get me to yell, actually, so that you can hear me.
Yeah, you can actually hear him in the mic. Good God. I just glanced over and I can see the audio just peeking out.
Well, it's also 8:04. I'll have to be leaving soon anyway. It looks like they're going to be doing work here.
People can hashtag deal with it. We've only been going for 30 minutes, man.
Huh?
We've only been going for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have class at 9. I would definitely stay a little longer.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, you got class at 9. You have to set up for it or something?
Yeah, I have to read a little bit beforehand.
You didn't read?
No.
Why?
Because that's how you gotta do the whole thing. It's called procrastination. You gotta do it at the very last minute.
Good Lord. All right. Well, whip out your book right now. We can popcorn read this bad boy.
Oh no, I don't.
It's finished up. Can you find it online?
On my textbook at home.
On your textbook at home. They still use real textbooks?
Yeah.
What is this? Is this amateur hour?
I know, right? You know what was awful? I had a textbook on how to do SolidWorks as a physical book. And I'm like, great, a computer program as a physical book like that.
You want to see an absolute bastard of a textbook? The Spanish 101 textbook, man.
Oh yeah?
It's not even bound. They just give you loose pieces of paper and they call it a textbook, charge you $100 for it.
That's how it be.
And that's how they justify it. They're like, oh, if you want to bind it, get a binder. That's why it's called a binder, because it binds things.
Yeah.
It's like, you think that makes me feel better? It makes me feel significantly worse. I gotta bind my own book with a binder.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, you'd think maybe you'd knock a couple bucks off the price tag to get a book that's just loose pieces of paper. They're just straight up trolling us at this point.
They are.
It's not even like, it's not even kind of, maybe they're just like legit, maybe there's some kind of economic explanation for why they're charging so much money for this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're just straight up messing with us. Charging us $100 for loose pieces of paper. Just for Spanish, it's just a language. I could just talk to an actual Spanish-speaking person.
Yeah.
And it's gotten significantly louder.
I can't hear you anymore, so I'm just like nodding my head, like, yeah.
Just lean in, man.
Go.
Lean in.
Yep.
Lean into this mic.
Alright.
How loud is it really? I'm like plugged in.
I do got it.
Oh, it's like...
It's pretty loud.
It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh, okay. But I do gotta go.
Oh, man. We're gonna have to record 30 minutes of a podcast. I already did 2 this week.
Oh, dang.
This is some...
Well, you can save it for later. I could come back another time.
Yeah, in like 5 months when you finally find the time to maybe come out for a little bit.
It's true.
Come out of your hole in the ground like Osama bin Laden.
My hole of sadness.
Your hole of sadness. Your house is a hole of empty,
yes,
bitter angst and resentment for all of humanity.
Yeah.
Because life is suffering and existence is despair.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the Food Network.
Well, thanks for having me.
Don't go.
I have to go, though.
You don't have to go.
I do have to go.
Stay here all day for the 5-hour-long podcast with some whatever they're doing in the background.
The 5-hour special.
5-hour special.
Yeah.
Although now we know that this is going to go down every day at 8 o'clock in the morning. So
It's good to know, though.
yeah, but it means now we have to find a different place to do our thing.
Yeah. Well, just not at 8 o'clock on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I guess. All right. Well, we need to figure out when we're gonna finish this up. When are you free next?
Well, it looks like so. Last week, the last full week of school is next week, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Dang.
Maybe I could do next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Gotta wait a whole week to finish this thing up.
Yes.
This is bananas, man.
I can't hear you.
Bananaramas. This is bananas.
So bananas?
This is actual bananas.
But yeah, no. We can do next Friday.
Can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
And they're just starting to walk away too. At least it sounds like it. I don't know. Maybe they're still there, but
I don't know. They're still going at it. And they also got the grass right behind you too to go at it.
well, those darn kids. Those darn kids with their electronic gadgety doody-doos coming into our country, ruining our land with their iPods and Alexa Amazons. Alright, well, that's how it's gonna be. It's how it be. And thought I'd get a new episode this week.
Almost. Not quite. This is going to be a special one. It's got to be in the works.
I don't know. I think I'll probably just finish it up. I just got like 22 minutes to make up.
Okay.
I could probably knock that out, but
Alright.
but it's still something I gotta do later, man.
Yeah.
Doing me dirty like this. Alright. We're stalling for time at this point. Alright, well, we'll be back after an announcement from our sponsor or something. Bye.
Bye.
This episode of Ricky's Podcast is not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Are you looking for an immersive RPG featuring a classic set of characters, endless gameplay possibilities, and revolutionary graphics? You're not going to find it here because this will have none of those things and less. Featuring one gameplay possibility, maybe, which is just that Final Fantasy turn-based type of thing. And also an endless cast of characters, but that's because they're all just basic fantasy genre stereotypes, so that you can just find anywhere else. You're not going to care about any of them. The graphics are mobile phone quality, so there's nothing redeemable there. Basically, this game's terrible. There's nothing redeemable about it. It's a terrible game. You should avoid it. It's garbage. Raid Shadow Legends. Bullshit products for bullshit people. Back to the episode. Alright, we're back. Thank you very much. Yes, we are no longer in the middle of a drill rig or whatever that was going on. I don't even look behind me, man. That's how professional this podcast is. Just had like the whole world coming down around me and just nothing. Stone cold, man. Stone cold going through. Apparently Justin couldn't hear me through like most of that. Which, listen, man, he could have heard me if he, wanted to plug himself in. But that's just him. That's just how he do. But, anywho, it's now after Thanksgiving. It was great. Nobody really came over because of the plague and all, but it was nice. Got to have some time to myself, which honestly, I would maybe even venture to say preferable, man, to, who wants having all the people over? Just get to be alone with your folks, just chill out, eat a ton of food, just absolutely indulge yourself. But, whatever. It was nice. It was a good time. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was good. So yeah, so that's where I am right now. Black Friday also happened. Honestly, I kind of like Black Friday maybe even just as much as Thanksgiving, man. Just like to be on the hunt. I don't know if that triggers some kind of, primal human instinct, but I don't know, that kind of, on the prowl, on the hunt, looking for the deals, I mean, I didn't go out really much at all. I just kind of looked around, see what had what, and, of course, makes sense, but there really wasn't that many. It was just like a normal sale. Nothing too crazy, which, to be expected, really. But, oh well. It was nice to get out and, have a mission. So that was pretty cool. Finished the Joe Pass transcription I was working on, which has been a big one, man, dude. So that was pretty cool. Got to finish that up. Yeah, what else really happened, man? I mean, not much. Not much at all. We were going to have combo last night, but that got canceled. Well, it was just going to be like an over Zoom thing anyways, but, I don't know. It was a thing, could have happened, it didn't, but, oh well. But yeah, no guests that much, which, I don't know why, but it always happens to me. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but whenever we have guests over, I always get given, like, no heads up. Like, I remember one time, man, like, it was like, something like all my aunts and uncles were coming over. And they're like, and then they just called me up 15 minutes ahead of time to be like, oh yeah, by the way, the whole family's coming for you. So, yeah, be sure to, make the house presentable. So I just had to, like, shower, dress, eat, and, look around and make sure, I don't know, make sure the dead hookers were put away or something. So, all in the 15 minutes heads up that I got. So that was a time. That was a ride, but oh well. Happens. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but that always happens to me for some reason. Looking at the old analytics, looks like number 14. I don't know what I did, but for some reason, episode number 14 got like mega views for this podcast at least. I'll check the analytics here, man. Good Lord. Let's see. Yeah, it's got like 30 views. Which is like, considering the last considering number 15 got 0. I don't know what I did. I must have pulled some kind of, clickbait magic, because all of a sudden I just get like a quadrillion views, 2 likes. Thank you, whoever liked it. I don't know who. I don't know how to check that. Yeah, but thank you. I got 2 likes in that video. Helps a lot, so I hear. Got some new subscribers, so I mean, whoever wanted to take the plunge for that, well, I mean, welcome aboard, I guess. I don't know how to check who's subscribed to me or not, but yeah, thank you very much. If you're bots, I appreciate you anyways, because that's just the type of guy I am. And yeah, welcome to the podcast, welcome to the show, welcome to the channel. We basically talk about whatever I feel like talking about, which at the moment, let's talk about biotechnology, man. The semester's coming to an end, so it's gonna be unfortunate not to have any more, cool biotechnological, I guess, anecdotes to tell you guys from my time in biotechnology. But yeah, we just covered CRISPR, which is a gene editing thing. Pretty interesting. I guess we might be on the verge of being able to just edit people's DNAs however we feel like. And trying to remember exactly, I don't know. All I had to remember was that there's 3 things needed. You need the target DNA, you need the Cas9, and the RNA to do something or other. I don't know. I wish I was smarter so that I could, so that all this stuff could actually make sense to me. But basically it's just, inserting stuff into the DNA, change its whatever kind of letters there. And bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a new gene with different traits, which could be used for making you immune to diseases or changing your eye color or something. But anywho, it's just an all around, could be good. Could be a great thing. I don't know. There is a lot of ethical dilemma. Makes sense. They tried it in China, or not they. One guy, a singular scientist, tried it in China on a couple of girls while they were embryos. Because apparently their father had AIDS or HIV. And basically he just altered the gene to make them resistant to HIV. So, I don't know. Apparently it's the results are yet to be seen as to, whether or not it even worked, as to whether or not it's going to have other health detriments down the line for these young ladies, or what's going to happen. But yeah, apparently that happened, and the guy got ostracized from the scientific community, which, yeah, it's a bit of a mad science-y thing to do, but whatever. So that happened. That's a thing that happened in our world. Thought you guys would want to know about it. But yeah, basically, we're going to be able to alter people's DNAs, I guess. We've also learned about some possible prospect cancer treatments, including, I guess, a virus that targets cancer. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, it's just a pretty cool time. It's a shame it's all got to come to an end. But hey, I'll have to do some actual research into things I actually care about. So I guess it ain't all bad. Anywho, that's happening there. I got been looking into the video game concept of the immersive sim, which was a phrase I'd always kind of heard about, but never actually knew what it was. But yeah, it seems like a pretty cool concept, man. Because apparently BioShock is one, and that's one of my all-time favorite games ever. And, I can dig it, man. I can dig it. Turned me on to some games that maybe I wouldn't have come across otherwise. Turned me on to the Deus Ex series. Prey, the new Prey that just came out. Well, just came out. Came out in 2017, but seems like it could be a good game. Like not a whole lot of people talked about it really, and at least from what I saw, that some folks just kind of gave up on it, didn't quite quote unquote get it, which has always been a thing that I've always been a little skeptical of, when because it's a thing when you get these certain works of art. Yes, games are art. I said it. I dropped the bomb here and now. But whenever you have these kind of works of art, and people are like, I didn't really like it very much. Oh yeah, just beat the crap out of my phone. Slammed it on the table. But to say that, it's a good work of art, you just didn't get it, which yeah, pretty much true for everything, but that doesn't mean it's a detriment to us that we didn't get it. Maybe it's not worth getting, I don't know. It's all a matter of opinion anyways, but so I don't know. That's what people said about it, so I'll try it out for myself at some point, see how it goes. Turn me on to Dishonored, which, all these were games that I was planning on getting to anyways, but it kind of sped them up to more towards the beginning of my priorities. So that's a good time. That's a good time indeed. But yeah, who knows? New platinums? Maybe? We'll see. I gotta really look at this percentage, man. Because my computer, the low battery notification just popped up. I'm at 5%, so I gotta be careful here so that I don't accidentally kill this whole project. Probably should have saved a little while ago. But look, we'll make it interesting, okay? If it all goes down, then, oh well, it all goes down. But we'll at least have the journey to remember it by. Anywho, now I'm going to have to concentrate on two things at once. What else is new? I just platinumed the Mafia remake, which thus concludes my crusade to platinum all the Mafia games. Will I go back to the old versions of each of these games? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I will. But maybe not for a while, though. For now, I platinumed them all. All the stories are finished. Great bunch of games in my opinion. Mafia 3 gets a ton of hate, which I will say, yeah, it is probably the weakest in the series, but personally though, I don't think it's a bad game. Is the gameplay repetitive? Yes. It's basically all just a stealth, like third person stealth shooter. And you got like three types of missions. You have the assassinate the enforcer mission, or assassinate the enforcer / boss, underboss, whatever are those things are called, mission. You have the interrogate the informant mission, and you've got the destroy the bad guys' property missions. And those are basically it for like the whole game, and you just got to do that forever. But hey, it's a good game. I think it gets too much hate because the stories, I like the story. The acting is great. Graphics solid. People complain about bugs and stuff. I didn't get it, but I also came to Mafia 3 very late, so I think they probably fixed a lot of the stuff that was a problem before. But yeah, otherwise solid. I think it's solid. So I'm gonna keep talking about Mafia 3, but meanwhile I'm at 2%. I'm gonna be right back, folks. Sorry about that. I thought I could knock this one out, but 'twas not meant to be in one setting, apparently. So I'll see you back. We'll keep talking about Mafia. Remember to talk about Mafia, Ricky. All right? We'll be back. See you later. We'll be back. And now. And we're back. All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry to cut it all up. I don't know. I guess past me wanted me to talk about Mafia. I can't remember what my train of thought was on that, but it's a good game, man. Recommend it. the remake that just came out, excellent game. It does have my personal most frustrating video game moment ever. It's that damned racing section. Everybody who plays the game knows what I'm talking about, man. And I had to beat that thing on classic difficulty. And your car just controls like a lubricated cucumber. Just, everything spins you out. I can't remember if I talked about this already, but it's so bad. If I did talk about it before, I'm going to talk about it again. Dude, like, if you want to, if you accelerate and steer at the same time, you're spinning out. If you want to brake and steer at the same time, you're spinning out. If somebody like nudges you from behind, you're spinning out at like every opportunity. That's the thing about it. So that's my whole thing about that. Also on Classic, the drivers are absolutely psychotic. Dude, I can't tell you how many times where I'll just be driving down the road trying to catch up to the front ones, and then all of a sudden a car just comes straight out of nowhere just to ultimate pit maneuver my ass just into oblivion. Dude, I've had to restart that race so often, man. Good God. That's probably the one reason why I wouldn't go back to the original game. Because, look, I mean, it's bad, but at least I'm using, like, modern controls and stuff. I can only imagine the type of evil that they would pull on, like, PS3 era, I don't know, but maybe I'll go back anyways. But, dude, that was intense, bro. Intense stuff. But yeah, but the thing is, other than that, like, the whole game is, like, totally doable. If you can just get past the god-awful racing section, the whole rest of the game is, like, you're home free, son. You're home free. So, anywho, that's my whole rant about the racing section. It's the king. Most frustrating moment in all of video gaming. So, it's got that going for it. I don't even remember what I talked about. I'll just recap, I guess. So yeah, I should rank, when I complete a series, I should rank the games. That's what I'm going to do. We're doing it right now, ranking it. 3 Mafia games, worst to best. Starting from the worst. Man, you know what? Dude, I think it is going to have to be in order for me, man. Just Mafia 3's on the bottom. And it's difficult, man. It's difficult. I think I'm going to have to go Mafia 2, then the original Mafia. Original Mafia is the best, I think. Dude, this is the remake, of course. I haven't played the original, the OG, but remake Mafia is best in the series, dude. I'm saying right here. That music, man, the music is beautiful. The soundtrack, chef kiss from me, My beef with the second game, man, is that a lot of the plot makes no goddamn sense. Especially, I always got a kick out of it when, oh yeah, spoilers, by the way. I don't know if I said it before, but yeah, I'm spoiling the whole thing, so, not the whole thing, but I'll spoil some stuff, so if you want to play it, like, skip ahead to some, I don't know, If you're here, the whole rest of the podcast is going to be about this, so just skip to the next podcast. If you don't want to hear about it. But anywho, like when you've been warned. But when I always got a kick of when Leo Galante, like I think towards the end, talking to Vito, just saying like, yeah, like I chose you because you're loyal. Loyal. Says Vito was loyal. Vito's literally betrayed every single person he ever worked for. Like, that first dude at the beginning of the game, like, I think Clemente is who he starts out with. He blows up the hotel he's staying in and shoots the crap out of him. And, what's his name? Falcone, hunts him down to an observatory, murders all of his guys, and then just, pops him like, I didn't count it, but it was like 5 times. And not like, 5 times, but he was dead the first shot. No, shot him like in the leg twice, in the back, just like moving his way up the, like, he made sure he felt it, dude. He like brutally and like maliciously murdered every single person he ever worked for. So don't give me that about how he's loyal. It's garbage. Yeah, it's just straight up not true. He's just I don't know, but I always got a kick about that. And basically that's the whole game though. The whole game is more or less, Vito works for a boss. They do some shenanigans, and then he falls out with them, and then now he has to hunt them down and kill them. And he does that like twice. Does it with Clemente when he goes to prison. Does all of the prison stuff, which, I get how the prison section was meant to be kind of like a change of pace from the rest of the game, but dude, that was so boring. So I would skip that, man. Every playthrough, I'd just skip it. And I get it. That's kind of the point, where to like juxtapose the sexy, mafioso life versus, the reality of you're going to go to prison. I get that, but, it's a video game, so definitely the most boring section. And yes, I feel like that's definitely on purpose, but it is what it is. So that kind of brings it down a little bit. But dude, the original Mafia game's just killer. It's killer stuff. I love the framing narrative of him like talking to the police officer. I don't know what it is, but I just like it. I just like the whole arc of the story. And it feels a little bit more real because like, Tommy Angelo, like, I don't know, it feels like the main guys like actually get killed and stuff, and like Mafia 2 feels more like a fantasy like mafia movie, but Mafia 1 feels more like a mafia documentary, I guess. Maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm totally off on that, but because then again, this is, the game where, yeah, we're going mafia documentary, but the guy goes from basic cab driver to race car driver to mafia, so I don't know, I'm just making it up at this point, but it's a good game though. I really like it. I very much like it quite a bit, a lot. Meanwhile, Mafia 3, poor Mafia 3, man. Can't get any love, man. Can't get any love. But look, man, I'll defend it. I defend Mafia 3, man. The story, it's good. I like the story. It feels nice and satisfying to like hunt down all these dudes and, just pop a cap in their ass, as the kids say. Just hunt them down one by one, and you just, I like a lot of, basically the story is the main sell for Mafia 3, if you're playing Mafia 3, because the gameplay, everybody knows, it's just your basic third-person shooter stuff, and, and it's just repetitive nonsense forever. But look, man, it wasn't enough to turn me away, because I still platinumed the thing, so I like it. And when you finish the story, you could just, throw on a podcast, preferably one of mine, and then just, ride that baby all the way off into the sunset. But yeah, so that's my ranking. Complete reverse order. 3's on the bottom, 2's in the middle, and then number 1, bringing it up. And then just to make sure, I played the Mafia 3, just the normal PS4, the Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, and then the Mafia Definitive Edition. So there you go. If that's what you're thinking of, bada bing, bada boom, there's my ranking. So that's that. I think I'm just going to end it here because, don't want to go into real stuff because all the non-Mafia fans have already turned away, so might as well just end it here. All right, folks, thank you very much. Anybody who tunes in, which is 0 people, I'm calling it. It's going to be 0 views. I already know, but it's fine, dude. I do this for me. I don't do this for you, so I'll see y'all later, guys. Bye. End of the podcast. It's the end of the podcast. Check back in next time, and we